Homelessness soars to record high in America, with Joe Biden presiding over the economy with his Bidenomics. We see um, one of the worst economies in history under him. Um, and homelessness has now skyrocketed in this country. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. Homelessness in the United States has sharply increased, reaching a record high of approximately 653,000 people, according to a report from the Department of House and Urban Development. In the HUD report released on December 15th, inflation and the end of pandemic era eviction protections were identified as primary causes. The housing supply crunch was also highlighted as a major contributing factor. HUD's annual 2023 point in time count revealed a 12% rise in homelessness compared to the previous year, totaling 653,104 individuals, marking the highest number since the point in time gauge inception in 2007. Now, Ann Olivia, CEO of the National Alliance to End Homelessness, stated that people nationwide are struggling with soaring rent, emphasizing the crisis faced by those on the front lines. The report indicated a significant increase in family homelessness by 15.5% and 15.3% rise in homelessness among unaccompanied youth. And that's just really sad. And Carrie Lake, a U.S. Senate candidate, attributed the surge in homelessness to President Joe Biden's policies, pledging to address chronic street homelessness if elected in 2024. Now, the rise in homelessness is primarily attributed to a sharp increase in the number of people experiencing homelessness for the first time, with the 25% surge between fiscal years 2021 and 2022, driven by factors like rent hikes and the end of pandemic era protections. Now, record-setting homelessness is linked to steep rent increases and stagnant renter household incomes. That's why I keep saying that real wages is not up. They keep talking about wages is up, wages is up, but when you account for everything else that's going on, real wages is not up. But the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities analysis revealed an 18.8% inflation adjustment increase in median rent between 2001 and 2022, compared to a 4.3% rise in median renter household income. Now, Diane Yentel, CEO of National Low Income Housing Coalition, called for urgent and overdue investments in affordable housing and rental assistance. Carrie Lake's policy proposal includes banning urban camping, providing federal land and funding for controlled camping and shelter facilities, and rebuilding treatment centers for addiction and mental health. Now, the National Alliance to End Homelessness CEO emphasized the need for more federal investment to make housing affordable for those with the lowest incomes. And housing costs for home buyers and renters in the U.S. have surged. The shelter index within the consumer price index rose by 0.4% month over month and 6.5% year over year in November, contributing significantly to the overall CPI increase. Several states, including Arizona, Florida, Hawaii, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky, and Massachusetts, are considering rent control proposals. Landlord advocates argue that rent control may lead to more frequent rate increases and reduce apartment availability. But let me know what you think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.